Which canned foods are worth stocking up on, and which should be tossed out? Discover which options, from sardines and spaghetti to mercury-laden tuna, are pantry essentials, and which should head straight for the trash. Preparing fresh artichokes can be a daunting task, given their tough exterior and complex preparation. Yet, the tender heart of the artichoke when cooked is a real treat. For those short on time, jarred artichoke hearts, often marinated in oil and spices, offer a convenient and flavorful option for appetizers. Canned artichoke hearts, preserved in water and salt, are another versatile ingredient that can be used in a variety of dishes. Artichokes are notable for being low in fat and calories while high in fiber and antioxidants. Remarkably, the nutrient content of fresh artichokes remains relatively intact even after cooking. Additionally, a single artichoke can provide around 25% of your daily vitamin C requirement, which has been associated with potential cancer risk reduction, according to the National Foundation for Cancer Research. With approximately 5 to 6 hearts in a can, they also represent a cost-effective choice for adding this nutritious vegetable to your meals. Chickpeas or garbanzo beans are a beloved legume with a rich history. Ancient texts from Turkey and France reference these versatile beans, highlighting their long-standing role in cuisine, according to the Harvard School of Public Health. Integral to dishes like hummus and falafel, chickpeas are a cornerstone in many culinary traditions. Beyond their culinary appeal, they are also packed with nutrients, making them a tasty and healthful choice for numerous recipes.
You know, Olive's kind of a cute name, if it's a girl.
I prefer chickpea.
Because it's lower in sodium?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Chickpeas are a nutritional powerhouse, offering 14.5 grams of protein and 12.5 grams of fiber per cup, along with providing 74% of your daily manganese needs. Manganese supports bone health and helps manage conditions like osteoporosis and arthritis, according to Healthline. Regular consumption of chickpeas has been linked to lower LDL cholesterol, enhanced brain function, and reduced risks of heart disease, cancer, and type 2 diabetes. Additionally, don't discard the liquid from canned chickpeas. It's known as aquafaba. This thick, nutrient-rich liquid can be a versatile egg white alternative for creating both sweet and savory recipes, such as meringues, mayonnaise, and macarons. Canned pumpkin isn't just for seasonal pies. It's a versatile ingredient with impressive health benefits. On grocery shelves, you'll find 2 main types: pumpkin pie mix and pureed pumpkin. While pie mix is pre-seasoned and sweetened, pureed pumpkin is a nutrient-rich food. There is some debate about whether canned pumpkin is truly pumpkin. The USDA allows canned pumpkin to include other types of squash, and Libby's, a popular brand, uses the Dickinson variety. This squash is similar to butternut but has a distinct texture and flavor. Pureed pumpkin offers significant health benefits. A 1-cup serving provides 7 grams of fiber, which is vital for digestive health and can help prevent heart disease and certain cancers. It's also packed with beta-carotene, which supports vision and boosts immunity, and other essential vitamins and minerals that aid in reducing blood pressure and can contribute to weight management. Plus, it's beneficial for pets, helping with digestive issues as noted by the American Kennel Club. Canned tomatoes are a pantry essential, offering a convenient and flavorful alternative to fresh tomatoes. Harvested and preserved at peak ripeness, they retain much of their juiciness and flavor, making them ideal for dishes like pasta sauces, pizza, casseroles, and braises. However, the canning process does alter their texture, so they're best used in cooked preparations where consistency is less of a concern. Tomatoes are rich in essential nutrients including vitamin C, potassium, vitamin K1, vitamin B9, and lycopene. Lycopene, a potent antioxidant found in the tomato's skin, is more concentrated in redder tomatoes. Although canning can reduce some vitamins, it also enhances the bioavailability of lycopene, making it easier for the body to absorb. Interestingly, processed tomato products like juice, tomato paste, and ketchup often contain higher levels of lycopene than fresh tomatoes. Numerous studies, as noted by the Annual Review of Food Science and Technology, suggest that lycopene may help lower the risk of heart disease and certain cancers. However, it's wise to be cautious of sodium levels in canned tomatoes. Opt for brands labeled as no salt added to avoid excessive sodium intake. Canned sardines often face undeserved criticism compared to other canned seafood, but they are a nutrient-dense, affordable option. This humble fish, packed in cans, has been a staple in Mediterranean diets for centuries. The French began canning and exporting sardines in 1824, a practice that spread throughout Europe and met the needs of soldiers for preserved foods. Sardines are versatile, coming in various sauces and flavored oils, and can be simply enhanced with a squeeze of lemon. If you're hesitant due to their fishy reputation, consider their impressive health benefits. Sardines are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which contribute to heart health by reducing the risk of heart disease, blood clots, and high blood pressure. They are also an excellent source of protein, minerals, and vitamin B12, crucial for brain function, nerve health, and red blood cell production. Furthermore, sardines are low in mercury, making them a safe choice for pregnant women, according to the Mayo Clinic. This makes them a practical, nutritious, and economical option for a healthy diet. A fresh ear of corn in season is a delight, full of natural sweetness and flavor. Yet, how often do you encounter a cob that's disappointingly dry and mealy?
This corn is raw.
I know, isn't it wonderful? It's so crisp.
Of course it's crisp, it's raw.
Canned corn stands out as a practical and nutritious option due to its swift processing immediately after harvest. While corn can be a controversial vegetable, due to its high carbohydrate content and potential genetic modifications, it's far from being a nutritional dud. Contrary to some opinions, corn is packed with B vitamins, antioxidants, and essential minerals, even in a modest serving of canned corn. Although canning does slightly impact the vitamin and mineral content of vegetables, canned corn retains much of its nutritional value. Research from the Journal of the Science of Food and Agriculture confirms that canned corn is nearly as beneficial as its fresh counterpart. Be aware, though, that some canned varieties might contain high levels of sodium. To mitigate this, it's wise to rinse canned corn before consumption. This simple step can help lower sodium levels while preserving the corn's nutritional benefits. Beans are often hailed as a superfood due to their impressive nutritional profile, which includes cancer-fighting properties, cholesterol-lowering effects, and digestive health benefits. According to WebMD, they are low in fat, rich in fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, making them a staple in plant-based diets worldwide. However, the nutritional benefits of beans can be significantly diminished when they are served as baked beans or in barbecue sauce. Typically, baked beans are made from navy beans and are not always baked, as the name suggests. They are often canned with ingredients like tomato sauce, sugar, molasses, salt, and spices. Some varieties may even contain pork, which can further compromise their health benefits. While regular beans are generally considered friendly for those managing type 2 diabetes due to their low glycemic index, baked beans often contain added sugars that can disrupt blood sugar levels. In England, a 200-gram serving of baked beans and tomato sauce has nearly as much sugar as fiber, according to BBC Good Food. In the US, a half-cup serving of baked beans contains 12 grams of sugar, which constitutes about 20% of the daily recommended limit for a 2,000-calorie diet. Although baked beans can be a tasty option, the healthier approach is to make them from scratch and monitor the sugar content. This way, you can enjoy the benefits of beans without the excess sugar that comes with many commercially prepared varieties. Campbell's classic red and white cans are a staple in many kitchens, but before you deem canned soup a healthful choice, it's important to scrutinize the labels. According to Men's Journal, while canned soup can be nutritious, it often contains high levels of sodium, which can undermine its health benefits. The American Heart Association advises keeping daily sodium intake to no more than 2,300 milligrams. However, a single can of Campbell's chicken noodle soup contains 1,550 milligrams of sodium, which is a significant portion of that daily limit. For those looking to reduce sodium intake, low-sodium versions offered by Campbell's and other brands are a better alternative. Additionally, be wary of cream-based soups like New England clam chowder. Though cream is expected in these soups, Progresso's version primarily uses soybean oil and modified food starch, with cream and butter being minor ingredients. This can lead to unexpected high levels of fat and additives. Chef Boyardee and SpaghettiOs offer convenience and a nostalgic taste, but they might not be the healthiest choices. Both are loaded with high fructose corn syrup, which can increase appetite and contribute to obesity and type 2 diabetes, according to Cleveland Clinic. Additionally, these canned pastas are high in fat, sodium, and carbohydrates. A closer look at the ingredients reveals that their meatballs often contain mechanically separated chicken, a paste created by forcing chicken bones through a sieve to extract any remaining edible tissue, as explained by the USDA. So, while these options might be quick and affordable, they come with a downside in terms of nutrition. Checking the label before purchasing is crucial to make more informed decisions about your canned pasta choices.
But I love Chef.
The FDA and EPA recommend eating 2 to 3 4-ounce servings of fish each week, but tuna might not always be the best option. Healthline notes that larger fish, such as albacore tuna, often contain high levels of methylmercury, a substance that can negatively impact brain function and lead to serious cognitive issues with long-term exposure. Pregnant individuals, breastfeeding mothers, and young children are particularly vulnerable to mercury poisoning. Although the FDA advises pregnant women to consume 8 to 12 ounces of fish weekly, they should steer clear of albacore tuna, which has about 3 times the mercury content of chunk-light canned tuna. Chunk-light tuna is typically made from skipjack, a smaller tuna species with a shorter lifespan and lower mercury levels due to its less extensive consumption of other fish. According to NOAA, skipjack tuna is also deemed a smart seafood choice as it is sustainably harvested, making it a safer and more environmentally friendly option. Canned meats come in various forms, but they differ significantly in quality and taste. Spam is perhaps the most famous, known for its 6 simple ingredients. Despite its popularity, Spam, like most canned meats, is high in calories, fat, and sodium. Healthline warns that consuming processed meats can be harmful, linking them to increased risks of high blood pressure, heart disease, and digestive cancers. Among the less desirable options is potted meat, which is typically made from mechanically separated chicken, a paste created by extracting any remaining edible tissue from chicken bones. Potted meat is particularly concerning due to its extremely high levels of saturated fat and sodium. A 100-gram serving contains 8.06 grams of saturated fat and 2,418 milligrams of sodium, along with elevated sodium nitrite levels. Given these health risks, it's wise to avoid potted meat and choose healthier alternatives. In Steel Magnolias, Truvy reveals her simple recipe for cuppa cake, a delightful treat featured in both the play and the film.
Cup of flour, a cup of sugar, a cup of fruit cocktail with the juice, so I serve it over ice cream to cut the sweetness.
While the idea of canned fruit might seem convenient, opting for those packed in syrup isn't the healthiest choice. According to Healthy Canning, canning fruit involves more than just sealing it in a jar. The hot pack method, which preserves the fruit's natural juices, is preferred, but it's less commonly used compared to the raw pack method. This method adds sugar syrup, which affects the fruit's flavor and nutritional profile. The FDA has specific guidelines for fruit cocktails, especially those in syrup. A 1-cup serving of fruit cocktail in heavy syrup contains about 150 calories and 37 grams of sugar. In contrast, fruit cocktail packed in its own juice has only 56 calories and 13 grams of sugar per serving. Choosing fruit canned in juice can be a healthier option, reducing both calories and sugar intake.